A big group of Madison East High School students added their voices to thousands of people in Madison today, calling on lawmakers to consider some important changes. Fittingly enough, those students didn't drive, but rather walked the 45 minutes from Madison East to the state capitol.
And there they joined thousands calling for equal access to things for undocumented immigrants, notably the chance to get a driver's license. Political reporter Will Keneally was inside a packed rotunda today and has more. Will?
That's right. So the group pushed lawmakers to allow for driver's licenses and in-state tuition. Those would make even everyday things just that much easier, like getting a new pair of glasses.
New glasses, and they try to pay with a check. Then they ask for an ID, and they get denied, so they have to find another resource. Simple stuff as that, you know?
Simple things you may not even think twice about are complicated at best for undocumented immigrants. That's why today advocates are pushing the state to allow undocumented immigrants to get driver's licenses. Those messages resonated in an echo-filled Capitol rotunda today, as thousands joined the push. Beyond those barriers, there's also just the stress.
My own family members have had to have fear, and sometimes you would have to miss school because they couldn't drive you somewhere.
Katie Osorio has her own story. She attends a UW system school, but has had to pay out-of-state tuition because she's undocumented.
It is harder when you have to only go to school just for education. You can't participate in outside clubs, extracurricular activities sometimes because you are focused in making the tuition. You gotta make the money.
For her, scholarships are also harder to get. Just having that tuition discount would make all the difference.
Oh my goodness, I would probably have 3 degrees at this time. I love education. Education is something that just helps us learn, and there's so many things that education does for an individual.
That even took Alondra Ketchell out of state.
But now grad school's in my mind. I would love to go to, UW-Madison, but that price tag is way out of my reach. So we're also fighting for that.
Osorio is pushing for the policy change, but also says just an understanding of who these issues affects is important.
For me, I went to high school and then in senior year, that is when a lot of my friends realized I was undocumented, and it made a difference in their perspective.
So those two provisions were initially included in the governor's budget, but were taken out by Republicans. In the past, Republicans have been hesitant to allow driver's licenses for undocumented immigrants over concerns of voter fraud.